Just doing a quick update really. So that's the messes in there. I've lifted this once, I didn't think about videoing it. There's I don't know, I don't leave it for long, just check there's water in the tube. There's about 30 odd workers in there. They've used this nest for storage. That's it, they still live in the tube and I don't even dare touch them. And then this is the Nikos. She's alive. They've moved into that middle tube. You might have done on my last update. Nothing in there at the moment. I took all the food and stuff out for a while. I'm not lifting it today. Might do tomorrow. I don't want to disturb them. She might have had eggs. Last time I looked, I thought I saw something in there. So I'm going to check tomorrow for eggs. This is the Untitled. She's moved into this middle tube this week. She was in that far top one. And as you can see, the cotton wool is over the heat cable. So they've moved into this one because she can be sitting on the heat. Because the weather's been cooler this week, so I think that's why they're doing it. It's sitting, well, it's hotter for the Nikos, 26.5 it's saying there. I think that's a reasonably accurate gauge, that one. And for the other ones, you can see it, it's always at least 2 degrees lower for the Untitled. It's 24.5 it's saying now, but it goes up to about 25.5, 26-ish when the weather's slightly warmer. Aura Ventris, all the cocoons have hatched out. There's a reasonable sort of dead pile in there. The springtails have been doing well, but they eat the springtails, they do, so it doesn't maintain a very large colony of them. There's plenty of, I saw some new eggs today, but you see all the cocoons have hatched. There's some large larvae, small larvae, eggs, new eggs. I saw them carrying around a big bunch of eggs. They seem happy enough, but they're just waiting for the new Wakushi setup. I've got a new Wakushi medium setup. Not done a proper video on these for a while. I'm going to feed them, I think, tonight or tomorrow. I've just watered them a little bit today, bring the humidity up a bit. But they're on heat cables here and there, everything. I'm trying to keep them as hot as possible. It's not hot today at all. They're not that active. 25.4. This is my Lasius niger that's not hibernating. I think there's about 12 workers last time I looked. As you can see, there's quite a bit of brood in there. They've got like a small set. I think there's one cocoon, a load of biggish brood for them, and quite a lot of small brood for there. So they've been developing. She's a really big fat queen. But they weren't one of my most productive Lasius niger colonies at the start. There's ones with a lot more workers than that in hibernation. Ruginotus, just giving them a good watering a few minutes ago. So they're out, although it's not that hot today. Yeah, you can see it's quite nice watching them in there. That's their little what do you call it, charcoal pond, you could call it now. They like that. That's for their food, and that's for their super juice. Yeah, they're quite happy. Then my what are they called, flavors. Just watered them as well. Watered the nest and everything. They've not ever had that before, so they're a bit excited about that. That's why it's looking a bit moist. And then this is what's really been going on. So obviously you might have noticed the Paris have already moved. So I've got these two setups. I did this last night. So she hasn't moved in. That's just mess underneath, that's not anything there. But she's alive. So that's the Turkistanis Queen. There was no worker with her anymore when I moved her last night. She seemed a bit disturbed and walking around that outworld. She had a drink of the super juice. Didn't put much in it, that's why there's not much there. 2 drops, I think. I can't tell if there's brood there. I'll uncover her tomorrow to get her used to having the light again. I didn't want to stress them out anymore. Some people say it doesn't stress them out anyway. But she's alive, and I've put that heat cable underneath their old tubes on purpose so they'll feel comfortable in their old tubes. They can move into there when they're happy enough to move. Not, under this. This is the least amount of stress I want to give them from now for probably the next 6 months with these net setups. There's enough water in those tubes for at least 6 months, I'd have thought. And the Paris Queen we're looking at here, she has got a worker, and it doesn't help her at all. It's just sitting on the cotton. It's been doing that for about 2 weeks. So she's been out wandering around and drinking super juice on her own. She's still got her brood, definitely. So both of these, this is like the intensive care, I'd call it, these Venus nests. So the one I'm most worried about is the Turkistanis, because all her workers have died off over the last 3 weeks since I got them. She had 3 and they just died off slowly. There was 1 alive at the beginning of last week. but she has got brood. Well, I'm hoping she's got brood. I'll check tomorrow. In the corner there, that thing there, I think might be chewed up bits of brood. It might not be. It might just be some of the rubbish. I haven't seen it. She didn't look like she was eating a brood or anything, and she does look like she's doing what she was doing before. She's the one who's had mould in the tube, and it's probably still there, so it's not come out. But she's now got the option to go to a nice, clean, heated tube over there. I don't know. I've no idea what the temperature is in there, but it's generally quite warm in that corner. Yeah. Blue tack to try and hold it down a little bit as well, because I find it rocks a bit when you're trying to feed them, open them, these Venuses. So blue tack on the corners is a good idea with these. And that's about it. That's some springtails there. Yeah. So just a quick update on my live and active stuff that's in this room at the moment. So yeah, it's all going to be big change sometime this month when the new setup comes for these Auraventras. They're going to have a medium-sized cork and gypsum nest with the outworld. The whole, I've never had a full Wakushi. Well, these are, you could call those a full Wakushi set, but I'm having a full Wakushi with the outworld set. Not sure how I'm going to connect it up yet. I may drill a hole in the Wakushi outworld if it doesn't come with enough holes. I don't know. I saw Ant Solifer just sort of putting it in, but I can't do that. So I'll probably disconnect the predatory mite tube there. I think they've died out now, if I'm honest. The problem's gone, the mites have gone, and there's just a few springtails left. They might be alive, I don't know, I've just not seen any for ages. Anyway, take that off. If there's not enough holes in the Wakushi thing, I'll draw one in it and connect all that up. Then this whole area with these bits of heat cables, this is where the Wakushi setup's going to be. That's going to be a main viewing sort of setup. I don't know which way round it's going to go or anything like that. But anyway, that's it. So just thought I'd do that really.